Good morning, here we are again, training week 4, day 2, and look who I've got.
Morning.
Yeah, Mrs. Flintfit has come out with me. Today is just a 30-minute easy run. Keep everything moving, nice and slow, nice controlled pace. And I know she gets offended by this, but when I run with Sharon, I can bring my pace down and control it. And she thinks she holds me back. But it's not that. It's like I'm wearing a jumper to keep me warm. So it's just a matter of 2 weeks of taper, keeping everything nice and steady, and everything slow. So we've got half an hour run today, then coffee, and then about a 15-20 minute walk to stretch the legs off on the way back. So short and sweet today. I'll catch you in the week. I know I said goodbye, but I just want to emphasise a point about pace control. As you can see, Mrs. Flintfit has stopped. So we got an extra 5 minutes up and back to put in for my time. And she needed a break, so she stopped. And as soon as Sharon stopped, my pace picked up and I was off. So this is what I need to really control on race day. Otherwise the latter laps, I'm going to find myself very tired, very burnt out, and struggling to make the time to continue. So having someone with you pacing, although they may feel they're slowing you down, they're actually helping me. So that's just want to emphasise that. Pace control is very difficult, turn around and go back, when you're on your own. Because you are just in here, and you're looking at your watch, and you're going. So if you can find someone with a slower pace than you to run with you, they will bring your pace down. The same as if you need to find a bit of pace, find a bit of stamina, go with someone that runs a bit quicker or can run a bit further, and they will drag you along. And that's how you get over some of these obstacles. Okay, definitely over and out now. Coffee time. Well, good morning YouTube. Here we are now on week 4. I think it's week 4. Training day 1. And I've got 2 weeks to the event. And this is the start of my tapering. Now it might seem weird to hear me say I'm starting to taper already on week 4. So if you haven't watched the first one, which explains why I'm only doing a short training block, that's because I was training for a half marathon that led right up to this. So I already had a good base, a good fitness, a good stamina, and the knowledge of what I can do. This is just converting it all into the format of a backyard ultra. It's a bloody hot one today. The sun's out, I can't even see my camera, so hopefully I'm getting my head into shot when I'm running. And today's run, 60 to 75 minute controlled pace. Okay, so let's try that again. I just did a really long vid on tapering and realised, because I couldn't see the screen, it wasn't recording. Oh well, take 2. So what is tapering? Tapering is a little block at the end of your training session that brings you down to a lower level intensity, a lower volume, lower effort, to give your body a chance to recover, your mind a chance to recover and repair. So let's go from day 1. Day 1, you're lacing up your trainers, you're going out for a little jog. Day 2, you're going a bit further. Day 3, you go a bit faster, and so on. Then you start doing progressive runs, long runs, steady runs, easy runs, interval runs, ladder training, sprint, stamina training. All this over a period of 10 to 12 to 13 weeks. However, when you get to that sort of point in your training, you start to pick up little niggles, if you hadn't already. You start to get bored, it starts to become a chore. So your body and your mind need to recover. So the last 2 weeks before race day is when you bring everything down, but just keep your body moving. And that is called tapering. Without it, you wouldn't complete the race. Because unbeknownst to some, you don't actually do race distance in your training. So how long do you taper? Well, a lot of elite athletes only taper for 1 week. Actually, a lot of average runners only taper for 1 week. For some, this could be okay. However, for a beginner or a beginner to average type runner, 2 weeks. Now, I put myself above average. However, I still do 2 weeks recovery because my lifestyle is so hectic and so chaotic. Long days, short nights. I only get about 6 hours sleep a night. I work, I've got a family, I look after my grandchildren, and then I do my own fitness, my own running. So I get quite a lot more physically, mentally exhausted than just running. So I take 2 weeks to give my body time to recover. So my taper is nice and steady, distance, time on feet. So I'm not going out today to run a 10k in an hour. I've come out today to run an hour at whatever pace, and I've actually run an hour and 5 minutes so far, and I've done 5.5 miles. So that's about 15 minutes outside my 10k pace, and I've not even reached 10k. But the intensity and the effort and the sticking to my form was still there. I've just managed to control my pace, bring it down, put a couple of walk breaks in like I'm doing now, just to give my body a chance to recover so it's not too hectic. And then tomorrow I will probably rest. Wednesday I will do another run. Thursday I will do strength training and a run. And Friday I will run, but I won't do laps Friday, okay? I will not be doing heavy laps training with food. If I do anything, I'll probably just do a 4-mile loop, finish. This is subject to change depending on A, what the week throws up at home, and B, how I'm feeling. Next week will be a repeat, but it'll probably be a little less volume. So that's it in a nutshell. I've still got to do a fair amount of distance, but I'm going to do it at a volume, an intensity and a speed and effort level that allows my body to keep moving but also recover and not overstrain itself. And the other part of tapering is trying to get some sleep in. The last couple of days I've actually gone to bed for an hour, for half an hour. I just had a little nap just to try and help freshen up, because I don't get to sleep at night. By the time I get home from work, I'm wired, I need to eat. Time I finished eating, good morning. Time I finished eating, I don't go to bed till about 12:31 in the morning, and then I'm up again at 7 o'clock to train. And by that good morning there was one of my run club members. She's out training for the London Marathon, which is incidentally on the same day. Anyway, that's me done. I'll come back, I'll catch you later or tomorrow. Good morning, let's finish off this week's YouTube park run. So today's training plan is a 30-minute park run. Currently, I'm running at about 26. So if I carry on like this next week, I'm not going to complete the 38 hours, or the 8 laps, or the 50k. So lessons learned today. Got to go steady. Right, signing out. Last week, next week, and big day. Laters.